The White House is condemning a gang-led massacre in Haiti that targeted mainly elderly people. Nearly 200 people were killed. This is just the latest example of the growing violence in the country that has forced thousands from their homes, leaving many without food and other basic needs. I want to bring in Haiti and Caribbean correspondent with the Miami Herald, Jacqueline Charles, to talk more about this. So Jacqueline, first break down just exactly what happened.
Well, what we know so far is that a gang leader in Cité Soleil, who was actually part of this powerful coalition that tried to take down the government earlier this year, known as Vivre Ensemble, Living Together, his 6-year-old son was ill and subsequently died. But on the advice of a local voodoo priest, he was told that his son's illness was due to the elderly people in this particular area of Cité Soleil, which is the largest slum in the capital, and the area named Waf Jeremy. So they went on a rampage starting from Friday night, well into the weekend. Even after the death, people were on lockdown. The numbers we've heard is as little as 110 to 184 plus. We still don't have a full accounting. People were shot, people were hacked with machetes, and then their bodies were burned.
It's just horrific. How is the international community responding to this? And what are people on the ground saying? I mean, there's very little that people who have very little means are able to do against these gangsters who have weapons. But oftentimes, as you know, Jacqueline, when things really get to a tipping point, oftentimes the local people do take to the streets themselves and try to retaliate against the gangsters. What have we seen?
I have to tell you, the day that we, as journalists, started to hear this, we were all in shock. And then the next day, on Monday, it was like the quietest day in Port-au-Prince. People were telling us, rather, a lot of people had not even heard about what happened. And I can tell you, as we speak right now, we are hearing reports of another massacre that happened just north of the capital in the Artibonite area in a small town. So, the violence has become just so untenable. But at the same time, we're not seeing the outrage. And even the government was very slow to acknowledge what had happened, in Port-au-Prince, which is right there. But this is just horrible. And a lot of people, outside and even within, are sort of shocked. I mean, you become just so numb to it, but at the same time, it's so horrific and it's so chilling.
Indeed, horrific and chilling. Jacqueline, always appreciate you coming on to talk to us about what's happening there on the ground. We appreciate it. Thank you.